Let me set the scene for you. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Cleveland. Thousands of basketball fans who have emotionally invested in these playoffs in ways that are genuinely not healthy but completely understandable. Real money on the line, real dreams hanging in the balance. And then the Jumbotron cuts away from the action to show Taylor Swift feeding Travis Kelce courtside like he is a large, extremely well-dressed golden retriever who has just learned a new trick. The crowd goes absolutely feral. Half the arena is screaming. The other half is staring at their parlay slips, wondering what just happened to their evening. And somewhere in the middle of all of this, Travis Kelce chugs a beer on the big screen while Taylor covers her face in the exact expression of a suburban mom watching her husband discover Fireball whiskey for the first time at a neighborhood barbecue. And then they kissed, on camera, during a playoff game, while a Cavaliers fan somewhere in the upper deck was already down $17 on 3 separate bets and had not even gotten to halftime yet. Welcome to the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce era of professional basketball, which nobody asked for and which is apparently happening regardless. Hoskenroller, let's establish what actually occurred because the details are genuinely funnier than any summary. Taylor and Travis showed up to the Cavaliers versus Knicks playoff game in Cleveland, dressed in what can only be described as coordinated denim energy. Taylor in oversized jeans, Travis in a full Canadian tuxedo situation, both of them radiating the specific vibe of a couple who fell asleep watching a country music awards show and woke up deciding to dress like the opening act. Together, they looked like they were about to drop a collaborative album called something like Kissing Through the Shot Clock, which honestly would probably debut at #1 regardless of what was on it. The courtside behavior was, by multiple accounts, extremely couple-forward, hand-holding, extended eye contact, leaning into each other with the energy of two people who have genuinely forgotten there are other humans in the building. Travis looking proud every single time a camera found them, with the specific expression of a man who cannot quite believe his own life and has decided the appropriate response is to sit next to Taylor Swift, like he personally won a radio contest for it. And then the kiss, which the cameras caught, zoomed into, and broadcast to everyone in the building and approximately 47 countries simultaneously. The internet's response was, predictably, immediate and completely divided. Half the audience declared relationship goals with the enthusiasm of people who have been waiting for this exact moment. The other half declared that Taylor and Travis have officially become that couple. You know the one. The couple that turns every public appearance into an extended engagement photo shoot. The couple that makes extended eye contact at dinner and somehow makes everyone around them feel like an uninvited guest at their own date. The couple that acts as one person online accurately put it, like they are the first two humans in recorded history to discover that kissing is an activity that exists. The specific complaint that kept surfacing in comment sections was not that they showed affection. It was the volume of it relative to the setting. This was a playoff basketball game. There were people in that arena whose entire emotional well-being for the next week was contingent on what happened in the next 4 quarters. Knicks fans were fighting for their lives. Cavaliers fans were trying to hold it together. And the Jumbotron kept finding Taylor Swift looking radiant and Travis Kelce looking like he won something, which is a wholesome image that lands very differently depending on whether your team is currently being demolished on the court. The person who suggested the NBA create a separate camera angle called League Pass Plus featuring uninterrupted Taylor and Travis flirting content is a genius and deserves some form of recognition. Unreal. The accidental comedy moment of the night was Travis appearing half asleep beside Taylor at some point during the game, which honestly makes complete sense when you think about it. Imagine trying to focus on basketballs while sitting next to the most famous woman on earth. Your personal electricity bill in terms of public attention is already enormous. Every camera in the building is angled toward your section. Millions of people are watching your live reactions. Your girlfriend is Taylor Swift. Your girlfriend is Taylor Swift during the playoffs. The man was not being in inattentive. The man was conserving energy in the face of genuinely overwhelming stimuli and making the rational choice to rest his eyes for a moment. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers were getting cooked on the court, while Knicks fans celebrated and Taylor and Travis glowed courtside like the final couple remaining on Love Island, completely unaffected by everything happening around them, existing in their own specific bubble of couple dom that the rest of the arena was simply orbiting. Hongriers. Here is the thing that the divided internet response actually reveals about where this relationship sits in the cultural conversation right now. In the early days, the Taylor and Travis pairing generated almost universally positive coverage. It was novel, it was surprising, it was genuinely charming in the specific way that unlikely pairings tend to be before they become familiar. But familiarity has a different relationship with PDA than novelty does. When you are new and unexpected, every public display of affection reads as sweet. When you are the most documented couple in America, and you have been publicly visible at every major event for the better part of 2 years, every public display of affection starts to read as content. And once something reads as content, the audience's relationship to it changes. Nobody is rooting against them. The relationship goals half of the internet is still very much present and very much vocal, but the complete exhaustion half is also real, and it represents something worth understanding. When a relationship becomes this omnipresent in the media landscape, people start to feel the saturation regardless of how much they originally liked the story. It is not about Taylor and Travis specifically. It is about what happens to anything when it is everywhere all the time. Hannerglowers, energy, and yet 2 seconds of courtside kissing became international headline news within hours. Every entertainment blog activated emergency protocols. The clip spread faster than most things that actually matter. Travis and Taylor blinked at each other in public, and the entire content machine mobilized around it with the urgency of a breaking news situation. Meanwhile, people with full-time social media careers are posting daily and getting engaged numbers that would make a debut author cry. That level of attention is genuinely its own category of phenomenon. You can be exhausted by it and still be impressed by it simultaneously. The power these two have over the internet's collective attention span, not through controversy or scandal, but simply through existing visibly together, is legitimately remarkable and slightly terrifying. If this relationship ever ends, the economic ripple effects across entertainment media alone would be measurable. Sports coverage, celebrity gossip, country music, NFL merchandise, all of it has a Taylor and Travis adjacency at this point that nobody fully planned for and nobody knows how to unwind. For now, they are courtside, they are kissing, the Cavaliers are losing, and the internet cannot agree on whether it is adorable or a lot. The answer, as with most things involving these two, is probably both simultaneously. Honbrinolers, drop your take in the comments. Are you in the relationship goals camp or the please pan back to the basketball camp? Like the video if this breakdown gave you something to laugh about, and subscribe so you are here for the next Taylor and Travis situation, which, based on current trajectory, will be approximately 11 days from now. See you then.